Chris, that was a battle of a game. Like, what did you see from your guys offensively in the fourth to find that final push that you needed?
Yeah, I mean, we started playing through Julius a little bit more and got great spacing. And I thought for the first time consistently all game, we actually went somewhere. I thought, we kind of were in each other's way all night long. I mean, they were very physical and aggressive on the ball, but I thought, we were able to kind of get better spacing and go somewhere quick with the ball. So.
We've talked about it all playoffs, but Julius, I mean, a triple-double tonight.
Yeah.
And he wasn't on early offense, or with his shot at least, but
yeah.
How do you see him just find his way in these games to make the impact he's making?
Well, he's playing with so much force and determination, and he's going out there early and aggressive, and he's exerting a ton of energy on the defensive end with his body and his rebounding. He's playing a complete game for us, no doubt. And sometimes when it's really sticky on the perimeter, like they're holding all the time everywhere, and they're really handsy, it's we play through him, and he just kind of gives us a pressure release, So
3 kind of clutch wins in the postseason for you so far. Just what has this team found comfort-wise related to Julius and Ant in these moments that has really benefited them?
I mean, we're making some shots for sure. We're getting stops, but we were getting stops throughout the regular season. We're just winning the possession battle in clutch time now. We're not giving the ball back on cheap turnovers. We're not giving up as many or any second chance opportunities. Today we actually were really big on the boards and in clutch time ourselves, getting some second shot opportunities. So. That's it. That's really, if you had to boil it down to one thing, it's just getting more looks at it.
With Ant's night, quiet first half, comes on in the second half. How did you see him navigate the game?
I mean, he's, I like the way he started. I thought he was aggressive and doing the right things. And in the first half, when he was putting the ball on the deck, he was drawing such a crowd, and we were actually able to, find some cleaner looks. But he really got himself going with the dunk. We needed to spread the floor for him a bit more. He needed to just go downhill. I thought there was, again, too much traffic around him at times, and we just needed to kind of open up the floor for him. So.
Chris, did your court IQ meet your standards, or do you think that they just made you play ugly in many respects?
I mean, they made the game ugly. They did a great job of just being super physical and trying to kind of, like I said, take it into the mud. And we could certainly obviously do things better and smarter. We'll look at the tape to try to see where we can. But I was proud of our guys because we got right down in the mud there with them. So.
And that shot distribution, I mean, Ant and Julius took a lot more of the shots than usual. Is that just because that's what the game was giving you? I
think so. It was hard to get somebody else into the game. I felt with the physicality out there, and we were turning it over a lot, and we turned it over a lot, for the game. That's way too many in general. So, but those guys were our best players on the floor tonight, and we needed the ball in their hands because it just felt safe and strong. So,
Chris, with Julius, obviously he gives you guys scoring consistently, but it seemed like he was doing a lot of the other things too. That big rebound late at the end of the game, much like deflections, 50-50 balls. I mean, how much did you need that part of him?
We need it all. I mean, we need everything from Julius. Like, his hustle plays, sometimes he can just, he does a great job of just kind of chasing down rebounds and stuff like this. We need it all. I mean, his ability to stand up some of those really physical offensive guys out there, we need it all. So.
Coach, can you take me through the evolution of your strategy defensively today? You only give up 5 threes in the first half, and then they get loose for more threes in the third quarter.
Yeah.
But by the fourth, you're really contesting everything in the paint, forcing misses. Did you make a change there at halftime? How did that evolve?
No, we didn't make a change. I mean, I think they did a couple things to try to shake loose. They got out in transition a little bit. Got some matchup advantages for them and stuff like that. So, we just kind of fell asleep on some things we knew were coming that we should have been a little bit more aware of. So, generally we like to try to take away the three, but they made a couple late when we were guarding them, and we just got to get up a little tighter, and we got to know better that they're going to try to shoot threes when they're down at that point in the game too. So.
Chris, you've seen it plenty of times before, but Ant with the dunk in the third quarter,
Yeah.
what's the impact on the group
I
with
mean,
a play
it's
like that? And,
Yeah,
are, you,
it's
and are
huge.
you numb at all at this point of that kind of a play with him?
I wouldn't say numb. I mean, it doesn't surprise me anymore when I see his spectacular plays. But it just infuses our group with so much energy, and then he kind of gets going too, and we really need that from him. And he's been working hard on finishing. He knows that there's opportunities to get to the rim against these guys with their lack of size at times, and he's been on himself to finish better, and that was kind of, I think, his message to himself.
Chris, you had 11 assists from Randall in
Yeah.
game 2, 12 tonight, 5
Yeah.
in the fourth quarter. And they were different types of reads.
Yeah.
There's the wing to Jaden. There's he went to Ant a couple times to dump off to Rudy. How big is his decision making for this group right now?
It's extremely important. It's really what turned our season around, was his playmaking, his decision making, playing through him in different spots of the floor. It took us a little while to figure that out. I've always known he's a really good playmaker. Our time in New Orleans, he played a little bit like this, and he's just he gives us just another almost another point guard like out there. So yeah, it's everything for us. It's been everything for our turnaround. It's everything for our team. So.
Chris, seems like if you guys defend the first 10 seconds of the shot clock against this team, you're in a really good spot. Does that take a little bit of adjusting to? And then I guess Julius's methodical basketball in the fourth just sets a pace. Did that maybe help out defensively as well?
Sure. Yeah, getting controlled offenses, kind of slow the game down. It's what we always felt would give us another guy in those moments to give the ball to. Does a great job of getting a foul or creating his own shot, and obviously we just talked about what he can do for others. And then these guys are, they're a super smart basketball team you're playing, and they're going to try to push it at you all the time. So if you can't get connected early against them, you're going to spend the entire shot clock chasing them. So
Is that what this feels like? These will be games of runs because if you're not scoring, now they have chances to go the other way and vice versa.
Yeah, a little bit. I think scoring against these guys is huge, just because it keeps them out of transition a little bit more. So.
Chris, the bench scoring was up in the last game, only 11 points from the bench tonight. How good does it feel to still be able to come out with a win when you don't get the production that maybe you're looking for from the bench?
Yeah, we need those guys, but tonight just wasn't their night for one reason or another. They were doing other things out there. Certainly Nas out there on the floor. I thought he did a lot of other good things in the game and just helped us spread the floor at times. But those guys will bounce back. But, we rode the guys that were kind of playing a little bit better tonight. So. Thank you.